Hi, today I'm going to do a favourites video of some of the brow products I always take with me in my kit. My brow essentials for when I need to make models and actresses' brows look perfect. Some of them have been in my kit for a long time and some of them are newer favourites. So I'm going to start with the MAC Twist Up Brow Pencils, and these have been in my kit and essential for me since they first launched, which I think is quite a long time ago now. My favourite shades are Fling for blondes, Lingering, which covers so many skin tones and so many hair colours, it's insane. And I also like Stud, which is a great shade for a darker skin tone, darker brows. A newer find that I think is really good are the Stila Twist Up pencils. There's 5 shades and all the shades are very natural looking, so some really good ashy toned browns. The pencil itself is very firm. It's quite hard, but once you get it going, you can really draw those precise fine lines. It's very natural looking effect as well, and it has a very slim brush at the other end, which I like. So on to liquid brow pens, and I don't think I could make a favourites video without mentioning the Suqqu brow pen, which you've probably seen in so many of my tutorials. I love it because the nib is so fine. You can draw the most realistic tiny little hairs. Perfect if you want to fill in big gaps or somebody's over plucked. I mean, the effect is so natural. They only have 2 shades. They are good shades, but they only have 2. A more widely available version, which is also really good, is the Stila ones, and these have 3 shades, so there's a little bit more options in the colours. It used to be packaged like this, actually. They've just changed to this in case you don't recognise it. But it's a really good alternative to the Suqqu, and the shades are really good, and it's a great pen. So before I go on to the last category, I just wanted to mention the Shavata brow gel, which I use a lot at work. And this is a bit like a gel that really sets and holds the brows in place. So if you've got very unruly brows and they keep kind of sticking out at all different angles, this is a really good one to use. You can either use it straight with the little comb at the end, or you can twist out and put it onto a bigger brush and brushed through, but it really sets and really holds them in place for a long time. So final category is brow powders, and powders are really good because they're so easy to use. They're particularly good if you already have a fullish brow, but maybe you just have a few gaps that you want to fill in, or maybe you want to change the colour or the tone of your brow a little bit. My favourite palette is the Suqqu one. There's 2 different colourways. I just find the texture of these is so good. It's dry but not too dry, creamy but not too creamy for a powder, and they really stay put and they look very natural, and both of the palettes have good colour tones in, which are very natural looking. A much cheaper alternative, which is also good, is the one by Gosh, and this is a real drugstore brand, but they have some really good shades in this palette, and again the texture is good. It's not too dry, it's not too creamy, it's just perfect. A bigger palette which I've been using, I guess it's more of a makeup artist thing, is the Anastasia one. This is great because obviously you have all the tones within one palette, which is very, very handy if you're on a job. I can imagine if you're not a makeup artist, you might like something like this if you're someone that changes your look a lot. Maybe you change your hair colour a lot, or you just like to do very different looks on yourself, from very strong brows to very natural or light brows. So I guess it could work also for non-makeup artists. So I think that's it. I was trying to keep this video short because it really is just about a kind of kit favourites sort of video, and I'm going to try and make more of these because these are the products which are in my kit all the time. They're the ones that I trust and I rely on, and they're the ones that I've used time and time and time again with good results. So I can kind of stand behind them confidently. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you soon.